Right, hi everyone. I'm going to do something a bit different because I've been meaning to do one for ages. Oh, my hair's everywhere already. I've tidied up this. Oh, fuck, wait a minute, that's really annoying me. There we go. No point starting again, guys, right? I'm raw Neil. Just so if you're new around here and you don't like when people go away to answer the door to the Amazon guy, or I just had a HelloFresh store at the guy, and before he even said a word, I was like, I've already got it. And he was like, what did you like about it? And I was like, oh, I was like, well, I had it last night. And I was like, shit, what did I have? And it was quite funny because it was like quite a pleasure. He was quite a young guy, and he actually seemed quite nervous. So, and with all my Capricorn energy, I thought, I'm not wanting to put the feet of God on me. I was just like, he was like, what's your name? And I was like, Claire. And he was like, can I tell all your neighbours? What was it? Can I tell all your neighbours that you like her? And I'm like, oh, fucking whatever. Yeah, I guess. Like, and that was it. He was like, have a great day. I was like, all right, okay. So, oh my God, now I'm not going to be able to stop laughing. I swear to God, there will literally be something in that. Because in the video that I done yesterday, I ended it by saying the HelloFresh guy was one stop away. And then there's another HelloFresh man, not the same one, because he was trying to sell me and I've already got it. So there might be something in here about. I think there might be something in here, right, about not kind of selling yourself too hard. I don't know what that means. That could be anywhere in life. That could be in love. That could be in business. That could be, and maybe, people might be like, what? Selling yourself? But what I mean is, like, don't feel like you have to prove your worthiness, I feel, is what I want to say. So, yeah, right, okay, that's interesting that came out with that. But anyway, so before I get into this, right, if you wanted to take part in picking an actual pile and skipping to one, pile A is Kambaba Jasper, I think I'm saying that right, but pile B is Pyrite, and pile C is Leopard Skin Jasper. Leopard Print Jasper, I'm sure that one is. Yeah, don't think too hard on it, right? You're going to pick the one that you're meant to pick. Yeah, and it's not like, oh, I picked pyrite because it goes with this pile and I picked that, because I just literally picked the 3 nearest crystals and put them there, right? So that's enough time for you to pick your crystal. It shouldn't take any longer than that. Let's move them out the way. I'll keep the crystal in it though, so I remember what one's what. Right, so let's get on with A. So before I do A though, this is for everyone. And also you can just watch the whole thing, because this is why I don't really do picker piles too often, to be honest, is the way that I channel. You'll notice this if you've been here a long time, or if you're new, you'll notice it, you'll notice it if you watch, definitely if you watch me doing a live with lots of different people. Even if I'm homing in on one person, giving them a message, it most of the time makes sense to everyone watching, or most of the people that are chatting and everything. It's always been the way for the past however long I've done live streams, which has got to be going on 6 years anyway. I think it would be 6 years. I always get mixed up whether it's 6 or 7, or and it might not even be that long. It just feels like that long. But whenever Facebook Live came out, I was on it and all that. I'm always on to the trends before the collective, because that's part of my chart. It's very future orientated. I can spot trends before, and also you'll notice, right, if you have been with me all the years that I've had this channel, it's and more so again if you've come over from Facebook, because I didn't really make a go of the YouTube, I would say, until about a year ago. Like, I didn't stay consistent with it. So again, this could all be relevant to people too. What was I going to say there? It's left me. What was I saying? Oh, it's just totally. Yeah, just basically, there's something about when I'm given a message to one, it can make sense to many. So that there's every chance that each pile could resonate with you, is what I'm saying. So, there's something, it'll come back to me. Right, so before I forget, today's the 16th, and again, another, if you've been around a long time, I always connect the days with the tarot. I've done that for years. It's something that they always just used to speak to me about, and it was really funny because it was before I really sort of was using tarot quite a lot. Like, I've always had tarot cards, but I was always more led to my oracle for a long time. And then now I've got loads of each. And I use the tarot quite a bit, really. Definitely, yeah, when I'm led to it, and I have used it in here as well. But anyway, the point is more so with my weird language and my guides and the way that God speaks to me and everything divine, it's like I've always just noticed that I particularly on the 16th of a month don't always have the best day. Like, I really don't. It's so weird. It's not like every 16th is terrible, but more often than not, quite a lot it is. There's something in it. There's some kind of challenge or something or a big change. And I feel it is just because I'm a collective channel. It's the way that they speak to me. Anyway, and it's something that, again, I know I say this all the time, but I'm quite unique with that because I've never caught anyone else saying that. I've just never, it just seemed to be my thing. So watch this. If anybody's copying, they'll do it now. But 555. But again, it's like, so there's something in that with me sort of saying that. It's kind of like, it doesn't really matter. So yeah, there's something in there about as well. Just be you. It doesn't really matter if people sort of lift your ideas or try to copy it. They're not you and they can't be you. So just own it. Because again, that's all the stuff that I've moved through myself personally. Because I can't stand when people aren't just themselves and original and kind of look what there's something in this. This is, see what it is. It's because we're in the last of Aquarius season, and that's so strong about being different and being unique and, like putting your mark on something. So so just bear with me. All that kind of sass is going to come out quite a lot towards it, because again, I used to channel stuff like that quite a lot, and it's just because they use things in my personal life and at that personal, but I was just continuously irked at people copying me all the time. It just makes me cringe. But now I'm just kind of like, I'm so pulled back from all these different platforms that even if folk are still doing that, I couldn't give a fuck. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's because I'm not seeing it. Sometimes it is better, what you're not aware of doesn't hurt you, kind of thing. But anyway, be original. So there's something in everything that I said there, as random as that is. But yeah, look at this tower card. This was on the floor. And it's quite dramatic. It's like, it does feel like, both light, and it does feel like there's big changes going on in people's lives. That's actually a crown falling off there too. So do you know, it's quite interesting. Okay, I didn't get that until I looked at it. Now I feel like today I'm getting that as about that, like somebody's pride could be getting knocked down a peg or two. Now that feels really harsh to make him fruit, but it really does feel like that. It's like, yeah, it feels like a mix, but I don't know what that's going to mean to anyone out there, but I do feel that it's like wherever, if you think about it, because it's, right, this is so weird, but I'm just going with, it's the way, if you're new, by the way, every word that I say when I'm channeling is part of it, okay, but I'll just assume that most people watching this know me. I'm thinking of like royalty, like when people were a bit above their station, like literally the royal family or something, and it's kind of like that kind of thing where you should treat everybody the same. You know what I mean? You should treat somebody that's in a higher position exactly. I can't remember that quote again, but it's like, something about treating people that are in important positions just the same as you would treat the janitor or, somebody cleaning something or something. I don't know, something like that. Can't remember what the quote is. It's somewhere in my phone. But I always try to live my life like that. And, I'm sure lots of you do as well, but there's something about that. But it's like wherever somebody has been, it's a bit above their station or a bit arrogant or something like that, or a bit kind of maybe just not being very kind or mindful to others. I feel like it could almost be, it's a bit of a wake-up call. Yes, I suppose that is what the tower can be. So I don't know what that's all about. I didn't know I was going to say all that. Right, we'll put that down there. So again, I feel like that actually might be something to do with the wider world, the public, like somebody that's in a, maybe it is actual. How weird would that be if it is somebody royal? But it's like somebody, yeah, I think, God, you heard it here first, guys. I think that actually you might be like that. Somebody in a royal or a grand stature. It could even be someone famous or something. Like the crown's being knocked off their head. Like they're being shown for who they are. So yeah, it could make sense for people's personal lives, but I'm actually feeling that's a wider world thing now. Okay, we'll push that out of the way because now we need to do the pick up out. So if you picked Kambaba Jasper, here we go. We've got as the overall energy, I'm sorry. So as you know, I'm a twin flame divine channel. This is a twin flame channel overall. It's going to be for twin flames, about twin flames. But my intention was that this is oh, sorry, I didn't even say that as well. This is Twin Flame Therapy Thursday. So, simply because it's Thursday today. But basically, I'm doing that kind of theme. So my intention is that each of these piles help you in a therapeutic process with something that you're going through. So some of it might pull in the dynamic between you and your twin flame, and some of it just might not. Yeah, we'll just see. I'm kind of feel like it might not, but if it comes in, it will, because I've not used any of those kind of not used a load of cards for that. So anyway, the overall energy is I'm sorry. So this is either you that's feeling remorseful or sorry about something, or somebody's feeling regret and remorseful and sorry towards you. So what order? Yeah, I'm going to put them like I pulled them in a certain order, so I'm going to put them down in the way that I pulled them. Right, so when did that way when I actually... I'm going to get my wee timer just so that I stick to a bit of a time frame. Right, so I just started this one, so... 10 minutes. I don't know if it'll be 10 minutes, but we'll see how we go with that. Right, it's never going to be 10 minutes. Anyway, so to begin with, right, like I said about the sorry thing, we've got the Ace of Cups. So this is new beginnings. It can be new relationships, like new beginnings in love, obviously, celebrations. It could be births, is it like literal births? It could be the birth of like a creative endeavour or something like that. We don't usually get all that, but that's what I'm kind of getting from this, and I feel it's like whatever it is, it's like new beginnings in love. It can even be, yeah, it can be new beginnings in love with another person, but it can even be like having a new beginning of self-love, you know, like this woman's like, I'm ready to give this love all to myself. And again, when I'm saying woman, you could be a man or whatever you identify as well, so just use your common sense. 9 of Cups, again, is like a wish fulfillment. So again, I really do feel it's like, I'm almost getting, actually, that this being in your divine feminine energy is magnetising towards you everything that you want. And any sense of injustice, because that's the justice card in reverse there, any sense of injustice that has been around. And this actually is bringing the lover, I forgot the lovers came out. Within a lover's connection, twin flames, divine counterparts, I feel the injustice is going to be getting turned around. And again, it's because, actually, maybe I can get this out in 10 minutes, because you focused on your life. Oh, you can't see it in the shot. You focused on your life purpose, discovering your life purpose, and you may have actually been in this place for many, many years, perhaps even decades or over a decade. But because you've focused on that, it's bringing about the balance in this twin flame connection, and it is bringing forward your divine counterpart, or the divine counterpart in this energy, like, you know, when they're ready, because this is a timeline. So, and it's there, and it's this because of the healing that you've been doing on yourself. Look out for the 29th. Well, it wouldn't, is today, is this year, I don't know if this is a leap year, so if this is a leap, I don't know, I'm sure I would have heard the chat if it was a leap year, but the 29th of March may be significant, or just the 29th of a month, but I feel it's the 29th of March, and the 21st of February might be significant there with them on the cards, and this is always the world card as well, coming full circle. But because you focused on that healing and focused on yourself and your own life purpose, it is encouraging your twin to reflect on their life and their, you know, what they want out of their life, you know, in every area, but that is you as well. They want you. And, you know, dreams of abundance. As you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions yet. And again, I feel that's going to be to do with your life purpose. So either you're at quite an exciting new beginning part of that, and I just had a synchronicity with somebody saying something similar about going off and doing something new. Or like, say you've been in it for a while, you've been cultivating it, and I'd imagine that would be the people that are actually really quite close to this person coming forward and saying sorry. So again, if it could just be you're at the bit where like you're focused on your own healing, your own self-love right at the beginning there. It doesn't mean you're right at the beginning, at the start of everything in your life, but you know what I mean, you're at a new beginning, and it's not the time for the twin flame to come in yet, but it's like it will be later on. And some people, it's like the twin flame is really quite nearby. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires in reality. And yeah, that's what I just saw with the 9 of Cups there as well. It's like someone's manifesting their dreams in reality, and that's interesting because I just named that one that I done yesterday. Your dreams are about to become reality. Right, so your greatest wealth is your health. Fuel your body with goodness. Eating a balanced diet is an important act of self-care that will benefit both your body and mind. And that's not a coincidence. I just said to someone in the comments here that this is, to really up the self-care today. It is a very heavy energy. If you're watching this in real time on the Thursday the 16th, very heavy energy. Again, I would always say that is because of the energy of the tower. And it's also a bit is to do with astrology, but it's a wee bit of everything. How it's landed is not great. And again, like you say, that's my personal input on that. And look at that, it really is unique to me because it just got to 16 minutes there. So you heard it here first, guys. Right, so when looking to eat healthy, aim to eat enough protein, for example, tofu, beans, fish, lean meat, pulses, nuts, complex carbohydrates, whole grain bread, pasta, brown rice, starchy vegetables, and healthy fats, avocados, oily fish, nuts, and olive oil, as well as a wide variety of vitamin-rich fruits and vegetables. I don't know about you, but I have been quite geeky about that for, I don't know, the past 6 months or so. Maybe not even that. Like, yeah, it probably is the past 6 months or so. Like, give or take when I want a wee treat. Because last night, me and my pet, we did dig into some chocolate ice cream after I made the HelloFresh. And I've got no regrets about that. But, yeah, it's quite hard going, trying to make sure you're meeting all the different things you might have sometimes, I think. Right. But I feel you are learning. We've got the Hierophant there. And the reason it's funny, it's like either you're learning about something or you've already learned something and you're teaching others. Because this is like a teacher kind of like sharing to these sort of people down here that are listening to what this person's saying. So again, and I really do feel as well, they're saying to me, it's like whoever it is that's coming forward feeling remorseful, it's like they really have learned, and they're stepping into that Hierophant energy because obviously in the original tarot as well, the Hierophant is actually about marriage as well. So again, I really do feel it's like someone wanting to, they want to be your match, like they want to be your divine counterpart, they want to be the emperor to your empress, that kind of thing. Do you mean? Because when I say marriage, it can be literal marriage for people, but it's union, the union of your soul. You feel it, like if this is you feel this coming, you can, again, me being Claire, I teach about the clairs, and someone was asking me the other day, well, when are you going to do the, activate, amplify, and awaken your clairs? I can never remember the name of it, so she didn't say the actual name, but she was like, when are you going to do that mediumship thing? Because I do teach people really a lot of mediumship stuff in that, but I'm teaching you how to have an awareness of your clairs, and I do foresee that I'll start that up quite soon, actually. Definitely April, I would say, but maybe before. It'll be Aries season, which is like mid-March. So, get in touch, email, below if you're looking to do that. It's great fun. We do the Zooms, and I do breakout rooms, and you basically get wee tasks where you pick up on the other person that you're paired with, and that might sound a bit scary if you've never done that, but trust me, there's people that hadn't ever done anything like that before that were like, well, I'm not going to be able to meditate, I'm not going to be able to pick up anything psychically, and every single person's always managed to do it. And not only that, it has literally activated and amplified and awakened where people weren't aware of their clairs at all or as much, but it would never be at all when people are drawn to me. Since that time. And some of these people only came to it once, and literally their psychic senses were blasted open. So definitely come and play, because it's a lot of fun, and I'd like to get to a place where I'm doing that once a fortnight. All being well, but we'll just see. So anyway, your clairsentience is your clear feeling, what you feel. So when you just get a feeling that something's, and I'm getting a feeling it's like if you are a divine feminine, regardless of your gender, you're feeling that there is somebody feeling remorseful, that they're wanting to apologise, or wanting to come forward, or wanting to make amends. And if you're divine masculine, obviously you'll know this because you're in this energy wanting to go forward to your divine feminine, and if you can't work out where you are in that, just whatever, take the bits that resonate. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Again, so this is going for both. It's like the one being guided to come forward to apologise, and the one being guided to be open to when that comes towards you. Because this is funny, I wondered how they were going to fit, because I saw the cards, but I just kind of done it that quick. I didn't, I didn't sort of plan it all and know what they were all going to say about it. But it's like, this says you're given too many fucks, give 0. I feel in the past, the divine feminine that's going to connect with this, you were doing too much. Like, you were given too much. You were being too understanding, too much. Like, and you might have even been one of the twin flames that kind of, constantly sort of checking in on your twin flame, or texting them and they're not responding, and asking why they're not responding and all that kind of stuff. And again, if you are in that kind of energy, it is what it is. But I would advise, that you seek somebody like myself or whoever you resonate with to help you through that, to go back to to love, to give to yourself. Because look at what it literally does bring about in divine time, everything that you want, but not through chasing somebody, basically. So you're given too many fucks, give 0. But like I say, I feel that's where somebody was and they're not there now. Yes, so it's not in a horrible way, but I know these cards can be quite harsh, but they guide me to use them. And so yeah, pay attention to your work. Again, you see that's fitting in with the career purpose, and I do feel that is where the masculine energy's been in this connection to. I'm just going to do that because we need a wee bit more time, not too much more. I have basically done it in the 10 minutes. So yeah, so pay attention to your work. So somebody's really focused on their work right now. Again, if you're divine feminine, you're really focused on your work, career purpose, and that's good because again, you're focused on yourself, your self-love. And I do feel as well, divine masculines, there's something about the divine masculines, again, sometimes get the balance kind of. Divine feminines, right, when I say that, right, I need to be clear. Divine feminines have a divine masculine side, so everybody basically could go too much into their divine masculine and overwork and not leave space for play and fun. I know certainly I have been guilty of that in the past. I've had really quite a good balance of that for a while now that I'm proud of. Like, I really am in a really good place. But and this is showing, so actually I resonate with that bit. But it's kind of like, make sure you keep that in balance, because again, it's really interesting that I'm saying that today, because there's so much Capricorn and Saturn energy today. You could feel like you need to do everything today, like make all the transformational changes, all the work, like work really hard, definitely be in doing money. It's going to be really, and look at this, that looks like money. Yeah, because that is, and that's money on that card. That's crazy. And that is the house of money. Yeah, so there's something about making sure that, yeah, pay attention to your work, but make sure you're not paying so much attention to your work. It reminds me of a channeling I done the other day, actually. The one where it was like someone's like losing sight of what matters because they were chasing the dough or the money. But it's something about, make sure that you've got that balance when it comes to, your work and your money and your finances. And, because this is not just money, this is your assets, this is your home. This is, it's what you value. So again, have you got the balance of what you value, what matters in life, like love and the people that you love and spending time and energy. Yeah. And so there's something in there as well about, like, they're talking to me about love languages as well, because again, that is, it's just, yeah, I mention it quite a lot because it's so relevant to everything I help people with. But there's something here about if your love language was like, if someone's love language is like gift giving, for example, which I'd imagine a lot of overly divine masculine people that I know loads of people that would apply to, is that if their love language is gift giving, they might feel like they need to show up and give you all this stuff. Whereas a divine feminine's love language might just be physical touch, or it might just be quality time. And it's like, that person might not, it's not that they wouldn't be grateful for a physical gift, but it means so much more to have just that time with that person. So it is just about, it is good to be aware of different love. And that's not just in love, that's with everyone in your life. I was talking about that with my pal last night. It really does apply to everything. Right, okay, that's great. So anyway, I hope that was quick, but that's good because I'm going out for my tea in a wee bit with my mum and my wee niece. So let's do pyrite. So this is pile 2, the pyrite. And what have we got for the overall energy? We've got, so I'll put the timer on again. That's good, I'm glad that I stuck to the time. We've got, I need time for me. Did you see how that's so funny? Did you see how that worked? I said about the timer and then I forgot that the overall energy is I need time for me. Right, so this is again this is a twin flame channel. I'm a twin flame channel, so I think they actually are going to pull in divine feminine, divine masculine, because it can be for your divine feminine, your divine masculine within you, or you and the person, or both. So yeah, and that's just the way I operate. So that's the way we'll do it, right? So I wasn't sure until I got started. So yeah, somebody needs time for me. So again, this is either a feminine saying I need time for me, you know, and I feel it is going to be something along the lines of like similar to Pile A. So again, I'm recommending that you probably just watch them all because it's the way that I channel, but you decide for you. It's yeah, I feel it's the feminine's being like I've just given so much to so many people, including energy to my masculine, that I need to give back to me. You know, and it's interesting because the 4 is the Emperor in the tarot, and it's kind of like, look, actually, I'm going to step into my masculine a bit and be like, I'm not giving out as much as what I gave to everyone because everyone got a bit too used to it and kind of feel like, you know, some people are taking me for granted. You know, I'm feeling that energy as well there coming in. So let's see how that fits in. But then also I do feel that this is now they're giving me the 4 of Swords for the that's interesting. They're doing it the 4 of Swords for both actually, but for the masculine, it's like, you know, I just need time for me. I've been going through a lot. I'm doing a lot of healing. I'm exhausted, and again, I feel that would be for both who's going to resonate with this. So we've got the Magician though. You've got everything you need for these new beginnings that are coming. This feels tied in the collective one I channeled yesterday. It's like everyone's on the table and you're ready to go. So again, I feel like this is like, I feel whether this is you or your twin, it's like somebody's like, look, I just need a bit of time for me, but I actually am just about there. And when you or they are not feeling that, it's they're stuck in, they're tied up in their mind, like overthinking, and again, it's but ready to put that kind of ready. I'm feeling this is like ready to put the ego and the battle and just everything being such a battle. Like this is a wounded warrior. I always say that's the woman that's like, what the fuck do you want? But it's like ready to. I'm more getting this as a masculine energy, being like I'm ready to. After I just need a bit of time to sort stuff out, and I know I've got everything inside of me. You know, I do get a bit stuck in my head, but I'm ready to put this defensiveness. That's what they're giving me because I feel stronger now. Like, and it's like I'm aware that my divine feminine has energetically, or it could be literally, it could be a bit of both. Because for twins that are in union, you know, I'm aware that you've been helping me tame this pride and ego. Because like this is interesting. It's like, you know, I'm seeing this like an angel taming the lion. It's like I'm aware that it's been difficult to tame this defensive side of me, and you know, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm working. See, I'm channeling someone's masculine right now, or a collective of them. So we'll just go with it. It's like self-love was in the verse. It's like I'm trying to love myself. I'm trying basically. And if it's for a feminine, it's like, and the feminine focusing on herself is what has helped this masculine to love themselves. So that could either be the masculine's feminine, or it could be like a feminine healer and teacher like myself, like how I help masculine energies predominantly, you know, any gender, balance their feminine masculine. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, I'm doing the work. So again, you see how it's going. It's like a masculine being like, I'm doing the work. Like I'm moving through. Like I'm dropping my pride and ego, or I'm dropping the defensiveness. I'm doing the healing, trying to love myself. I'm doing the work, and the feminine's doing the work, which encourages the masculine to do the work. It's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take positive action steps that you're being divinely guided to. And again, this is a great day. I know why they've got me to channel this today, because this is a brilliant day to do that, with Pluto being in the 29 degrees of Capricorn. And how funny is that? Look, 29 degrees. I don't know if it changes when I upload it, but it just literally hit 29 minutes when I said 29 degrees. So, you know, it's totally meant to be this. That Capricorn energy is about doing the work. And this, if you are guided to make a big scary change today, it is a great day to do it. But if you're not quite up to it, you're not going to be feeling the best. I'm just saying. And they just pulled me at that affirmation for yesterday. I now choose to release every negative, destructive, fearful idea and thought from my mind. And that would be that card, you see, stuck in your head. So use that affirmation. If you're the one stuck in your head today, use that affirmation. You have got the strength. Make connections, yeah, reach out to people for help. Surround yourself with people who want to lift you higher. I feel this is about releasing the toxic karmic connections of any kind that are around you, and, you know, who want to lift you higher. This is about ascension. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the person that's going to lift you the highest is your twin flame. But it's about being around any kind of soul family that is good for you and not the people that drag down your soul. Wow, that's really deep, but it is very much in the collective where, you know, there's I've just witnessed it. I can feel it in the collective where some people are going backwards and kind of putting a blind eye to where they know there's toxicity around them and feeling like, oh, it's okay, I can be around this person and these people and these friends or these toxic, you know, anyone, like family members. It's like it's not going to affect me. But if you don't have any kind of healthy boundaries and you don't speak up for yourself, you know, you'll be this. You'll be needing more time for yourself. You'll be exhausted. You'll be drained. And you will fall back into bad patterns. I've seen it happen, sadly, with many people where, you know, you think because you've done all this healing work that it's fine and you can still go and be around the same people. No, you become like the 5 people you spend the most time with. I say that all the time. I've said it for years. It's true. So if you're noticing that your energy has changed, that you're always in a bad mood, that you're looking at different people in your life that, you know, you once trusted and loved, and you're looking at them differently. Look to who have you been, this is coming really strongly. Who were you spending a lot of time with? Who have you spent a lot of time with the past few months? Could they possibly have influenced your mind, like got into your mind where you were protecting your mind? This feels just really specific to a few people here. Or it could be as well that you're in your dark night of soul and you're do you know what it is? It's weird. It's like what I feel I'm channeling is the people that are still in that defensive warrior, very overly suspicious and stuck in your head and not, you know, like not in strength and not having self-love and not doing the work anymore. I think I'm picking up on somebody that's like, I've done the work, so I don't feel like I need to do any more. And feeling like it's almost, I'm not going to lie, I feel like I'm picking up on somebody that's a bit, it's like almost what I say, indestructible, like someone that's maybe, it's like there's all different levels of shadow work, right? And sometimes I think people get mixed up about shadow work, but you can have like quite a toxic shadow as well, where it's like you think that you've done all the work, so you basically don't need to do any more. And again, that would be where a tower moment would come in. But again, I do feel that I'm really picking up on someone that's been around loads of people, that have got loads of entities and attachments and implants and stuff, and it's had an effect on, well, you, if this is resonating with you, or it's your twin. So take it where it resonates. But either way, get doing some fucking chakra clearing. I don't know if it's this deck, or I think it might be pile 3 where chakra clearing came up. But like, I can't even remember what this is. So that was a lot though. So that is going to resonate with someone. It's easy to focus on the material things in life to make you feel good, and it's only natural to want these things since we're constantly being advertised to. But the happiest people in life focus on making their relationships with other people flourish. That feels like related to the other pile. Invest time and energy in the people you love, not the things you buy. Yeah, I would watch pile 1 too. This is just tying in. As it's human connections that will truly enrich your life and well-being. Right. And we've got success and growth, but it's in reverse yet again. So that's not going to be for everyone, but I do feel whatever all that was about, it's some being around the wrong friends or the wrong anyone in your life, the wrong love connections where that's going to apply, or not love, but you know what I mean, could just be sexual stuff. I just got to 33 minutes as well, very masculine energy, but this can be women that spend it. I'm feeling it's a mixture of everyone that's just spending time with the wrong people, and it's stunting your growth. Like, it's like you're on the right path, you're growing, you're following your soul, you know, your money's coming in because the 8 is money empowerment. But when you're around people like that, it's everything pulls your strength away. So it's bits and bobs are going to resonate with different people. Or maybe it's where you were, yeah. And look, now, so this is where, you know, some people are still there and some people have come out of it, and that's why Archangel Azrael is with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal from being around people that have held you back, right? Okay, that makes sense. Where the fuck is your sense of humour? Laugh. And again, it's about everything's really serious today, especially if I get this out today. It's like there's such a heavy energy, and it's because you've been around heavy energies, like people that don't clear the chakras, that don't pay attention to any of this shit. People that think, oh, this is a load of shit, which, you know, they're going to be rudely awakened to the fact that this is not a load of shit and you really do need to protect your energy. Oh, fuck, I forgot that card was in here. Yeah, a two-faced friend. So, see, it's all makes sense. I forgot that card was there. So there's something about you know, you've seen through someone's true colours, waiting for news package or letter. And again, so if this is not you, I feel it's your twin is going to be coming forward with this kind of news that, you know, they've been backstabbed by a two-faced friend or a few. Yeah, and they're healing their heart. 38 could be significant to someone there. It could be, again, it could be, yeah, for any sort of reason that could be significant. But yeah, this is about the heart chakra, opening the heart, healing, love, obviously. And then we've got Taurus as astrology. I have, and that is values as well. That is that. Well, how funny actually. So it's the second house for the first pile, and it's still the second house for the second pile because Taurus is the second house. So there's just a lot around asking you, what do you value? And if you're overly valuing things and money and you know, the basically old earth sort of ways, you know, and you're always caught up in worry and fear and doubt and all about this and greed, basically, wherever that applies. That's part of the old earth. So it's like you need to get in that kind of living in the moment. And I said that to a friend last night. She loved the way I said that. I can't remember what I said because I was just channeling it. But it's like, you know, live in the moment. You know, not worrying too much about what next week holds or even what tomorrow holds. Just living in the moment, being grateful and present with where you're at. And the 14th of February there, obviously Valentine's could have been significant for some reason. I feel I'm actually feeling a bit of sadness here with this heart chakra. I feel it's like somebody it's a bit of both here. It's like someone was wanting to reach out and say at least something, but it just wasn't, they didn't have the strength. So it's a bit and bobs of everything that I've already said. Right, okay, but we're going to move on to the next one because I actually got that out and under. So whatever that all meant to you there. Oh, yeah, I've just remembered I was going to read from the book from that other card, but I didn't do it for the other pile, so we'll just whatever. Right, so this is the leopard print, skin print, whatever, Jasper. So the overall energy. Well, I like doing these now. I might do it. Let me know if you like this, and I'll do more of them. But right, just for a wee change, you already know. So whatever this is going to be about for pile 3, or if you've watched them all, it'll be just please just give me feedback about fucking anything, right? You'll help with the algorithm, but it would be nice to get more chat, and it'd just be nice to know for me to know for what people like and what they don't. Right, okay, so that's what I feel like doing too, though. But you know what I mean? It's like, this is for you, so I want to know what you enjoy about what I do. Right, so and basically what I meant is, if all piles resonate with you, let me know, because I like knowing. If you're open to it. Right, so we've got the hanged man and so it's the hanged woman in this card, but it doesn't matter what gender you are. So this is about indecision. So again, sometimes I would be like, say, channeling that different, but I feel it's like, you know, there's someone stuck, you're stuck in indecision, or your twin stuck in indecision, whatever resonates for you. But I feel it's something you actually already know the answer to. With this, you already know here. It's like you actually already know what to do, but it's like you're still procrastinating or stuck in some kind of apparent indecision. And it's like, I feel it is to do with like going towards what makes you happy and what feels like healing. And for some, I do feel this is like a divine masculine already knowing when they go towards their divine feminine. Like, you know, because the star can often be, it can be somebody that is in the light of some way. So again, light workers, light warriors, or somebody that actually literally is on social media, or it can be just the light that is guiding a divine masculine home. So it's like a divine masculine knowing, like they already know, but they're stuck in indecision. And again, it's probably that people around them contributing to that, but it can be people's mindsets as well. It's like where the healing is, and not having it all, not having the 10 of Pentacles, the happy family, the money, the house, everything, the dog, because they're not with their twin. So somebody actually already knows why they're not happy, why they've not got it, why they're in decision. And it's about basically, what else? Yeah, and it's like someone's waiting for some kind of, it's like waiting for destiny and fate to turn the wheel. But then look at that, I remember this happening. So it's like, and when it does, it's like, yeah, this will be, yeah, so actually I love that, because I forgot the cards I pulled. It's like somebody, so maybe it's either like somebody's actually always known, but they stayed in this apparent indecision or ignoring the connection or making it look like that. But all the while knowing that their feminine was guiding them home on a soul level, and never being truly happy, actually, never being truly happy or in a happy family if they were elsewhere, or if you were elsewhere. And they just knew it was always fated and, like, you can't see the cards, but you can hear what I'm saying. Fated and destined, this connection. So it's almost like I feel that this is like a masculine energy. It's always known on some level that this was like a past life connection. And then you see that we've got the Hanged Man, but it's upright. And it's like seeing, think, oh yeah, I love this. Like seeing it from a different perspective now. So yeah, this is either you or it's your twin. It's like someone was like really not getting it, and now it's all, yeah, it's like someone's had an awakening. Like destiny and time has shown them what this is all about. So maybe it's like they've always known a soul level, but then their mind sort of made them doubt it, and the people around them, yeah. And I feel it was a fear of rejection, actually, that held either you or your twin, but again, it would be both of you if you're resonating with this pile. This fear of rejection hounded this connection, or whoever's resonating with this. And it came from like childhood wounds and stuff, and that's been coming up a lot in the collective. But now either you or your twin have been working on this abundance mindset. Again, yeah, it can be around money, but I feel it's about happiness and what makes you happy. If you think of your abundance as something that happens in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. You see, and that fits with what I just channeled. Like someone has always known that this connection was going to come about, or they've always secretly wanted it to. But it's about kind of like, it'll always be in the future. And if you leave it in the future, you know what I mean? It'll always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you'll experience. And again, so that's about money for anyone that's having money stuff. And again, that is what the old earth energy wants you to stay stuck in fear and doubt and worry and stress. And it can actually keep a lot of twin flames apart too, because masculine energies typically do want to have a surplus or an abundance of stuff and money and stuff to feel secure for themselves, but definitely for when they're going towards the person they love in that as well. So it's kind of like it's the mind control basically. Start each day with a positive thought and see where it takes you. Try beginning each day with rituals and habits that boost your energy and make you feel happy. I'm really getting, it's like someone's been working on their it's like really working on themselves. So whether that's like going to therapy or coaching or like really engrossed, I said this in the channel yesterday, really engrossed in like subconscious reprogramming and understanding all of this, or getting hypnotherapy, it's something like that. And again, obviously with me doing what I do, this makes sense for the people that come to me for help. Whether you fancy introducing some morning yoga in your routine, or whether you'd like enough time to cook yourself a delicious breakfast, read a magazine, starting your morning with positive actions will help you put a spring in your step throughout the rest of the day. I'm even feeling like someone might be starting the day like a gratitude journal or something, or maybe that's something that would be good for you, like sharing the love again. And it's like that is like helping somebody feel grateful and more positive, where they perhaps feel into like this doubt, fear and worry, and like ready to give to this connection. Yeah, I really am getting flooded with like people reading books and watching stuff. There we go, chakra clearing. Yeah, and it could even be like you or your twin is like really getting that energy is a real thing and like balancing their chakras and clearing their energy. Or it could be that you are doing that to help them. I feel it's a wee bit of all of it. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. And isn't that funny that I said, I'm just remembering that shorts when I was like, I just love geometric shapes. And all I do is clear people's chakras, whether you realise that or not. Every single video I'm doing, I'm clearing people's chakras. Do you know what I mean? Because my voice heals. It's like I'm clearing energy. And then obviously in personal sessions, but that's quite funny that like that's obviously why I love geometric shapes. It's part of my energy. Because I am talented and fucking amazing. But seriously, this is for you. You are talented. See what I mean? That's quite interesting the way they've done that though. That is my talent. By me being me, that is what I help people do. Clear the distortion and the spell work and the black magic, and just where people feel like crap about themselves. I help people feel better. And that sounds like I was about to say hate, and it's like where people hate themselves, I help people feel better about themselves. It just made me pick up a random card which wasn't in the pile, but it says time, and Capricorn is Saturn, which is about time, and that's very all this energy. Schedule a sacred date with yourself. You deserve time for your life. See how that fitted with the other thing I read about, sacred time to journal or read or whatever, or have a cup of tea. But yeah, the world needs your power. Use your voice, just don't use it for dumb shit. So again, I feel this is about basically you or your twin feeling worthy, like realising that, you know, I'm good enough. I can do what I want to do. I can be with who I want to be with. I'm not going to let the voices of the people in my past tell me otherwise. Oh, that was really strong. And we love it. And maybe it was like some friend with fair hair. You know what I mean? Because I forgot what the cards were. Yeah, that was making you feel that this is literally, it's going to be quite specific, but it would be amazing if it fits with quite a few people. So let us know in the comments. Someone's friend with fair hair was making them feel like something would be unsuccessful. I feel with their twin. Or a business venture. It could be a bit of all of it. Basically, someone was just a bit of a gaslighter. I'm now seeing that film in my third eye, Pretty in Pink, where the posh best friend is basically, he fancies oh god, so that's going to be relevant for someone out there. The posh best friend tries it on with a girl before his friend does, and she knocks him back. So then for the rest of the film, he is a total dick to her. And so basically, long story short, they're best friends, the two guys. And so when the other guy starts getting to know the girl, the one that was knocked back is like, what are you trying to go with that mutant for, right? Basically really kind of slagging her off. But it's because he actually wanted her and she rejected. So things are not always as they seem. So just, always be mindful of that. That's why I always say protect your mind. That's why I train and everything to do, trained and stuff to do with the subconscious mind, but swatted up on it before all that was led to all of this as well, is that, protect your mind, because if you have not had decent therapy and you don't know your own mind, your own heart, you really do. Like, look at Love Island. That's why they keep using me to channel Love Island. Look at how easy it is. It's embarrassing. If you're in the UK, but sorry, if you're not in the UK, just, you can gather what I'm saying. It's like all it takes is for somebody to literally be like, you're not playing the field enough, or by the way, I've been watching it on the telly before I came in here and it looks like she doesn't even like it. And some of them are talking absolute shite and they're just jealous and they can see that they've got potential of winning the game. And they're like, oh, right, okay, you're right. And so they'll do what that person says. Again, like, how scary is that? Like, to not know your own mind that way. And I bet you there's people watching this being like, Claire, I actually am that person, or I have been that person. If that is you, if you have been that person, you are that person, you can change it, but you're going to need to get hypnotherapy, or you're going to at least need to get the YouTube videos on reprogramming your subconscious mind. But I'm going to say, therapy is the way. Listen, I'm biased, I am a therapist, but like I always say, and think about it, not many people are that open about therapy. I'm proud of the fact that I had a counsellor for 7 years. That is how a lot of the reason why I'm good at what I do, because I put in the hard work. This is Saturn energy now. I put in, my Saturn Scorpio was like, right, I want to be the best me that I can be, so this is worth the investment to be able to help myself and to help other people. So again, I'm not saying that you need to go in therapy for that same amount of time, because we live in different times now where people can help you in a quicker amount of time. Like, again, I went to a therapist for 7 years. I can help you in 7 sessions. You know what I'm saying? Technically 8, and actually my sessions are 12. But again, it's because generally, if you're not trying to squash it all in, this is the process that I've noticed is a good amount of time. But I have helped people in 8 sessions. It's actually less. I've helped a lot of people go through the therapeutic process in 6 sessions, which would be unheard of, really. I've never seen, in my training, that I never saw that. It's just what I've saw with my clients, because I'm not just a counsellor. I'm a hypnotherapist, I'm a healer, I work with God, all these other different things, many other things I haven't said. I weave the astrology. It's my own unique thing, you know what I'm saying? But the point is, whoever has made you feel like you're not good enough, you are. Because in that, someone needs to watch Pretty in Pink if you've never seen it. Because in that film, it's really moving. Like, they're really getting to know each other. And he's influenced by the friend who's jealous. And then he realises towards the end of the film, oh my God, like, he has been throwing me off of a good thing. And I threw away a good thing because somebody was planting my mind with this seeds of negativity. And that's a spell. That's black magic. Somebody, like, that you think is maybe your best friend is actually seeding you all this doubt, fear and worry and pain. And you don't, and most of, I would say, people out there, you don't want to think that bad of your best friend, but yeah, be careful. And so I actually feel, again, there's something coming in here as well about, this is confusing what they're saying to me. I feel for somebody out there as well, it's like, it's something to do with somebody with blonde hair and dark hair. So this could be 2 men with blonde hair and dark hair, or 2 women with blonde hair and dark hair. And I feel there was unsuccessful plans with someone with blonde hair. So again, it's a friend that's interfered, or someone has actually gotten involved with a person with blonde hair, a man or a woman, whatever you identify as, and then realise it's the one with the dark hair that had your back, the friend or the lover, or wow. Right, and then we've got man holding, so that's not for everyone, but they were really strongly saying that. So anyway, imprinting pink, did I finish everything I was saying? Yeah, he at the end, oh yeah, that's like pile 1. Oh, see, I think everyone needs to watch all of it, basically, but again, be biased. He basically comes and apologises and says, it was never you, it was always me. It's something like, it was never you that wasn't good enough. No, it wasn't you. That was it. It was never you I didn't believe in. It was me that didn't believe in me. That feels really important. I feel somebody's twin might even say something similar, or they've already said it. It's something like that. Right, and then we've got the moon as astrology, and the moon is your feelings. It's divine feminine energy. It's hashtag all the feels. And again, so when I was saying that about I've put in the hard work, and because I've always known it would be worth it with any area of my life, whether that's success, whether that's waiting on the one that I love, waiting and playing and following my life purpose, I might add, very like the first pile. But you know what I'm saying? I've always known who I wanted, and I've always known if I just distract myself, follow my purpose, I've always known that I wasn't meant to be with him at a younger age, is what I'm going to say. Do you know what I mean? Because I've got grey hair and wrinkles now. So, but anyway, so, right. Well, it depends what people say. People still think, 38 is still young, but I mean, I'm actually 39 a couple of, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, and it's why, if you think about it, I've always said I can't wait to be 40. And I think I've even said that before I realised why. And I realised it's because I truly do believe when I'm 40, he will be long in my life. You know what I mean? And it's so, your soul knows the way, guys. Oh my God, you already know. Love it. Look, walking away. Somebody's walking away. This could be you that's walking away or moving on, but somebody's walking away or moving on from where they need to, because the karma's done there. And it could be something about the 27th of February being significant there. And it's, yeah, interesting. Look, the garden and the gate, that's somebody that feels stuck, but they're actually free to go. Again, if it's not you, it's your twin. Right, 45, right. So, my throat's sore now, so I'm going to stop. But yeah, I like doing this, and I'll just put it out because it'll be for whoever. I'm not going to bother watching it back. I don't usually do that, but I am going to do it today. I'm just going to fuck it, send it out. It's for whoever it is. Right. So I'm feeling drawn to read this. So when this card is reversed, it could indicate a disconnect or even total shutdown regarding your emotional life. It's time to open up and know that you can handle deep emotions and the energy they bring up. Whether it's anger, grief, or utter bliss, you can be comfortable in their experience and their expression. Okay, I'm glad I read that because that's fucking perfect. That's exactly why people go to and need counselling / therapy, whatever you call it, to learn that all emotions are valid. That's what everybody learns when they do therapy with me, is you don't need to come to me and be like, oh, I've had a great week and give me a lowdown. Everybody does, right? It's like they use the first 2 or 3 sessions to like give me a lowdown of their week, and it's like, that's not what this is for. But if you want to use that for that, fine. Because they're not wasting the time, because I'm an energy healer. So I'm always going to be clearing the chakras and listening, and it's always going to be people offloading, right? But then people start to get it by like the 4th session roughly. Actually, do you know what? I want to use this time to talk about my childhood wounds and my trauma, because that's what's actually going to help me move forward in life. You know what I mean? But there's no right and wrong answer. People use it differently. I say all the time, I would say, it only opened up about a lot of stuff in my life to my counsellor right towards when I was ending. So we're all different, so whatever. Just more expensive, obviously, if you want to take as long as what I do. The man holding a heart reversed can also indicate a difficult connection or even relationship with a man who may be easy to anger, deceitful, or quick to criticise. Again, wow, that actually feels like it could be like some kind of father figure, or it could be any man in your life. Could be a friend, somebody that is, like quite critical of you. So if it's not, it's like it's a generational sort of curse. If you're like, oh, my dad isn't like that, well, it's like some kind of energy, some kind of male energy around you, this feeling, his behaviour, or it's your twin, you know what I mean? His behaviour could be attributed to fear and self-doubt, yet he would never admit it. You deserve honouring in any relationship, so set some boundaries and don't buy into this emotional chaos. your soul longs for emotional peace. Of course, that actually could be somebody's partner for who that resonates with too. That just occurred to me. I am comfortable with all my emotions. I honour and express them in appropriate ways. I feel peace. Right, guys, I'm going to get going. So I hope that serves you. I'll do another wee pick a pile when I'm led to, and you can let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this. If you'd like to book your own personal recorded reading like this, I'll send you unlisted. I've got the 90-minute ones are like a therapy session. You can book that. I've had amazing feedback from the things that have transpired from that for people. I always get amazing feedback from these videos, but that was more like, and I'm not being big-headed, again, it's because I work with the divine and they're passing the message, and I just make it more entertaining with my Leo midheaven. But yeah, it was just someone I connected with recently on the Zoom was like, wow, like after I watched that, you know, like basically she took on board everything that was said in it, and she's taken action and she's feeling great. And that's because it's a soul retrieval. It's not just it's not just a video you're watching. Like, I'm weaving the healing in it, and when it's your personal reading and healing, it's going to be even more tailor-made. But I mean, people get so much out of these collective ones as well. But yeah, so if you want to book a personal, or if you want to do a Zoom with me to do a live, I'd love to see more of you on that as well. And other than that, I'll get doing the group Zooms, like I say, in about a month or so when I'm guided to do so. But I'm going to love you and leave you. So please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for getting us to 444. Again, some miserable bastard unsubscribed and took us back down to 443. But I'm sure we'll be back to that 444 in no time. And yeah, don't let negativity like that stop you, because it's half the time it's just folk that are gel. I just think, whatever. I actually saw it in my third eye. I knew it was going to happen, and I felt it was going to come from somebody that is somebody like that, that's kind of harbouring some kind of negative energy towards you. So again, I send whoever that was that left, they're not here anymore anyway. But again, although I'm saying that, it's funny. It's like, yeah, there's a lot of people that watch my channel that aren't subscribed, like an insane amount. So it always makes me wonder, well, why aren't they subscribing? You know what I mean? It's kind of like people have got something to hide. So yeah, but if whoever that was, done that, it's I always say, for every one person that leaves, there'll be 10 more joining or more than that. So let's see. But yeah, it's let's not focus on that. Let's focus on the soul family and the love and the joy. And what do we, why was I saying that? I feel somebody else needed to, oh look, I didn't know I'd mix these cards up together. Give us a wee message to end for everyone. So I'm going to tag it and say, this is a message for everyone. Career transition. This is so fun. This is so Capricorn energies. All that chat I gave about me putting in the hard work for so many years, and seeing results from it after a very long time. That is very Saturn. That is very Capricorn. That is very this energy that we're in. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. Hello from heaven. There's your loved ones in spirit. I feel that, what I just said about that man, I actually feel that someone's dad or granddad or something like that, someone that was quite critical in the past, and it's like I actually can really feel an apology coming through from them. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of the worries and feel their love and blessings. Or it's about a generational curse that has meant that the men in your family have been quite critical towards you. But it's what they're saying actually is that it's shaped you into who you are. So as long as you can sort of see that the criticisms, they aren't right, and that you are good enough and you can do this. But it isn't wherever that resonates for someone, it's someone, being like apologising, like they were only doing the best of what they had, which in that circumstance, I think they'd had look, spiritual understanding. They've got a better spiritual understanding in the spirit world. It's like, I think they'd had somebody really coming down like a ton of bricks on them. I'm bringing you esoteric information, symbols, and helping you understand spiritual truths and spread your wings. Yeah, so it's somebody again that is this energy. I feel it's collectively, it's like a father energy, apologising for that tough, strict energy. Oh, Saturn is the father, that's funny. But it's like, this strict energy coming in. And it's like, but the truth is, you can do it. Spread your wings. Do not hold back right now. The time is perfect and you're ready to soar. So don't let those limiting beliefs of others hold you back. Because you think about what I was like, why the fuck am I saying that? But that's why I just said that about the person that unsubscribed. I'm not going to be like, oh my god, somebody took me away from 444. No, I'm not going to fucking bother about that, because we'll be flying past it soon when it's meant to be. So never let people hold you back, right? And if you want some of that one-to-one, then come and get a coaching session. I'll give you an energetic kick up the ass. That's what Capricorn energy does. I've got Saturn and Scorpio, brutal truth, and we'll get there. See you later. Bye.